Nice. Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow.
That was nice.
Love it.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to episode 1. My name is Annie. I'll be today's host.
I'm Jen. I'm Laura.
I'm Aimi.
And we are
The Grandmamis.
So for today's episode, we wanted to introduce ourselves so that you all can get to know us and kind of talk a little bit about how we became the Grandmamis. We're going to start first with sharing about our weekly ratings. So basically what this segment is just talking about our previous week, and we're going to give it a rating from 1 through 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, and just kind of talk a little bit about our week. So I guess I'm going first. I would say this week is a 6. Not bad, not good. I think mostly just tied around work started picking up. After the holidays, we also were like slow to get back, but now work is starting to pick up. So expectations and responsibilities are increasing. It ended good because I was able to play a little bit of pickleball with my brother-in-law and his girlfriend, of course, and with my husband. And then we got to eat.
Husband.
Unfortunately.
Still not used to it.
And then we got to eat at Sushi Masa, which is in all-you-can-eat place. So it was well worth. Yeah.
Nice.
I guess it's my turn. I would say this week is a strong 9. It started off on a really good high note because we just got back from, or I guess I got back from celebrating.
So 10 is the best.
10 is the best.
1 through 10.
Yeah,
10 is the best.
10 is the best. I give it a strong 9 because I feel like there's always room for improvement on these types of weeks. But we just got back from, or I got back from a friend's wedding where Annie was my +1 because my boyfriend Monkey was sick, so he couldn't make it. But that was fun. And then that week I got myself a facial, which was really nice. Really needed that. Saw a comedy with my sister, who was really funny. I'm gonna butcher her name, but it's Atsuko. She's the one that's on Max, and she has the bowl cut, and she's wearing the blue dress. She's Japanese. She's hilarious. If you haven't seen that special, I suggest you go watch it. And yeah, I think the weekend was pretty chill. I don't really remember what else I did after that, but it's a strong 9. Can't complain.
Okay.
Nice.
My turn. So this week was 9 out of 10.
Wow, another 9. I love that.
And it's because I went to the land down under. So went on my plane, and you know how you get that excitement right when you're about to go on vacation, and it's like the last couple of days at work, and you're like, yes, I'm so excited. Of course, running around, doing everything, getting everything prepared. But then just seeing all my cousins again. It's been about 6 years since I've seen them. Have 4 aunts, 5 uncles over there, and all of their kids, and then so my cousins, and then all my cousins are having their babies, so getting to meet everyone's babies. And yeah, so the only reason it's not a 10 out of 10 is because the flight to Sydney, unfortunately, was 17 hours.
17?
Wait,
nonstop,
a one-way?
Nonstop.
From Houston, nonstop.
From Houston to Sydney, nonstop. Yep. 17 hours.
What did you do outside of sleep? How did you keep yourself entertained?
Oh, I slept.
The entire time?
The entire time. I woke up to eat.
And then you just slept.
And shout out to the girl that was sitting with me. No.
Shout out to Nicole.
Sitting with me because she would wake me up every time it was time to eat. And then whenever they would bring snacks around, she would just get the snacks for me and then give them to me when I woke up.
Oh, that's so
I appreciate when
sweet.
people do that on
Shout out
planes.
to you,
Even
girl.
if you don't know if the person wants it, just getting it for the other person
Oh,
is
I know.
nice, just in case they do want it.
Wait, quick derailment, because when I went to the Philippines for the first time and I was like 6 or 7 and that flight was really, really long, I remember waking up and my mom told me, oh, you missed the ice cream sandwiches. And I started crying on the plane.
Dang, they gave you ice cream sandwiches?
Yes.
Dang.
I was so sad.
How many meals do you get on these planes?
Mine was 2 meals and 1 snack. I did hear you
Okay.
could bring like the cup noodle ramen and then ask for boiled water, but then people in the comments were saying you don't want to use the boiled water on the plane. So I don't really know. So I didn't do it.
Oh.
But it was fine because I just slept in.
But if it's boiled, then it takes gets rid of the germs. No?
Supposedly, yes. And then I thought I could brush my teeth on the plane, and then got into the bathroom and was like, I don't think I'm supposed to use this water in my mouth. I think you're only supposed to wash your hands with it. So I didn't brush my teeth and just use mouthwash.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
ask
that's
the
I didn't really
dentist.
think about. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Okay. Mine, I am not making this up. I rated it a 9 too.
Jeez.
FOMO?
No, I can show you the notes. And I rated it a 9 because we went to Keystone, Colorado for work. And so it's always nice doing like a region meeting, obviously, because you get to see people that you don't normally see and work with and whatnot. So that's always nice. But a plus to that is that we got to do a team building activity, and I got to dog sled.
Oh my
I know. I was living my Balto dreams. So it was, that was super fun. The doggies were cute. I wanted to bring them all back with me. And the reason why, that's basically what I did all week. Just traveling in, and then the meeting activity, and then traveling out. And then the reason why I didn't rate it a 10 is because the altitude and the heater, like they had the heater blasting everywhere, and my eczema.
You got
could
eczema?
not- I got eczema, and I do not like the heater. So it was like I felt uncomfortable, like in each building and whatnot. And then the altitude obviously was like affecting a lot of us too. So we didn't get like good night's sleep and whatnot. So that's the only downside, but can't complain because I went dog sledding and it was so much fun.
That's awesome.
Wait, did you get to like train them, or you just sat in there?
Yeah, so you sit, you can drive it or sit in and ride too, but basically you don't have to guide them and tell them to go left or right or anything like that. Like they just run. So the only thing that you're in charge of if you're driving it is
turning?
No, stepping on the brake.
Oh.
So as long as you don't have your foot on the brake, they're running. So that's why whenever
How do they
said
know like where to go?
How does the brake
because
work?
it's a trail, and so they're just so used to it with all the training and whatnot, they know like where to go. But that's why they say whenever you're changing like drivers, there's another word that they use for it. It's not driving. I can't think of it right now. But when you switch drivers, the person needs to hold on to the brake until the other person comes and puts their foot on the brake. Because if you don't and you get up, they'll go.
So how does the brake work?
And it's just like I think when you press it down, it probably like pulls them back because they're all connected to one like chain. But it was funny because when they were running, when we were on the snowmobile next to whoever was running, because we were rotating, and I was looking at the doggos, like they looked like they were tired because they're like as they were like running, and I was like, they look tired. Like, are you sure they can run this fast and like carry this many people? And they're like, yeah, they can. They can. It's like it was something insane. They can run like 80 miles, like nonstop. Yeah, when they're well trained, at a minimum. And so, and then when we stopped, you could tell that they weren't tired because they would like get loud to try to keep going. Yeah.
Oh, that's
They're
so
like,
cute.
Wait,
like-
did they tell you how old each of the dogs were?
yeah, they introduced each one, how old they've been. So the ones that are in the front are like obviously the leaders, so they're the most trained. So they had like a 9-year-old who was about to retire, and then they had like a 2-year-old who was in training. And when we rode it the first time, the puppy, or like I say puppy because I will always
the
call him
youngest?
puppy. Yeah. He was like messing with the 9-year-old and kept wanting to like play with her as they were running.
Oh my
And she was
gosh.
getting like pissed, and they're like, yeah, you're moving to the back. Like she is a rule follower. She does not like to derail and things, just likes to go on the path. And he was like messing with her, so they moved him to the back. They're like, sorry guys, he's in training. I know, it was so cute. So cute.
I feel like we can talk about dogs all day. I'll stop.
We could.
Jealous. So
Okay.
jealous. Great. Well, thank you all for sharing your weekly rating. That was fun kind of learning about what we went through this past week. So next, we are going to kind of share a little bit more about our friendship history. I guess I have to start because
We gotta start from the beginning.
yeah, we take it way back.
In 1993. When we were born.
When I was the first to come out.
Dude, she's the oldest. This little one is the oldest of all of us.
I am.
Yep. And so I guess back in 3rd grade is when this friendship kind of started. So what is that, like 20 plus years?
Oh
Over
my gosh.
That's 2 decades we went through.
It's 20 years? No.
Yes.
We're 30, by the way.
Y'all are 30.
Oh my gosh. Y'all are 30. She's the baby of the group.
Yes,
If
the
you
baby.
didn't catch that. Oh my gosh, it's been 2 decades.
2 decades.
That's insane. It's
3rd
time
grade?
to not be friends anymore.
Second
It's
grade.
too long.
Wait, 2nd grade?
Above the limit.
3rd grade.
Oh.
Yeah. So I guess if you haven't caught on, we met back in 3rd grade with the one on the far side of the couch. That one.
Can you see her?
That one. So that's the origination of our friendship. We met on the bus, actually. We
Technically weren't supposed to be on that bus.
technically were not because I didn't live there. I used my grandparents' address.
And I didn't live there either. I used. Oh wait, that's when
You
I
did.
did.
You did.
I switched it for middle school. Yeah. Disregard. She wasn't supposed to be there.
Because I used to get babysat by my grandparents while my parents were working. So I used my grandparents' address. And so we met at the bus on the way to school because I was sitting there and this one wanted to sit next to me for some reason. And that's literally how we met.
No, I walked on the bus and you're like,
No, I did not. I said, don't sit next to me. Don't sit next to me.
yeah. So then I don't know, I guess, but it's so easy. Like when you're a kid, it's so easy to just talk about anything. So I think we just got in the habit of sitting together
Yeah.
in the bus, and then
Did y'all think y'all sat next to each other because y'all were both Asian? And you just like monkey see, monkey see?
gravitated to each other.
No, I
I
was
looked like Dora then. I looked more Hispanic when I was younger.
and I was very awkward and quiet. Like I didn't like talking to people.
You still.
Yes,
Wait, did you sit? Did you sit towards the front of the? Like those are the types of people that you know, like you either
Girl.
sat in the very back of the
This is
bus,
20 plus years ago. I have no idea where
or
I
you sat in the
I just
middle.
sat.
You sat in the front, or you had your assigned seat. I don't know. Sometimes it matters.
Was there assigned seating on
We
the
liked sitting in the back.
bus?
Yeah, they would assign seats. At least in my elementary school, they did.
You're a little troublemaker. Troublemakers usually like to sit in the back.
No. The only thing I got in trouble for in school when I was little was talking too much.
Shocker.
Literally one time, you know how you have to have your folder signed like every day? Like that was the constant note that I kept getting in my folder. Like Aimi is talking too much during class.
Did you get a red note?
Disrupting the class. Yeah.
You got a red note.
And so one time mom found out, because I used to get dad to sign my folders for me, and one time mom found out that he had done that and read the folder, and she was like, "Are you talking in class?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know why she put that." And then the next day she showed up to my school. No, she showed up to my school.
Your mom?
Yes. This is before like there was a lot of security, which thank God there is now, because they were letting Norma in the building at the time. But I was in school and I'm over here chit-chatting away with my friend. I'm chit-chatting away.
She's like,
And she's like,
And then I turned, somebody tapped me in the shoulder. It was the person next to me, and I was like, yeah, and they're like, and I look over, and you know, there's like a glass door.
Yeah.
I mean, a glass window on the door. I look over, and my mom's like, and she calls me out.
you're dead.
I went outside, and she was like, I just saw you talking during class. She was like, yeah. And I was like, I wasn't talking. I was like still trying to get out of it. But yeah, that's the only reason why I got in trouble. I don't even know how I got there.
School.
School. Yeah. But that's how we met in 3rd grade.
Yep.
And the rest is history on that. No. Right?
Yep.
Because we just stayed friends.
Yeah.
Since then.
So we became friends throughout elementary, middle, and then high school.
And then I came along.
Oh yeah, high school.
When did we meet?
I met you junior year.
Is it calculus?
Pre-cal.
Pre-cal. Oh, duh, we were in calculus. Pre-cal, yeah.
Pre-cal. We were all in the same class. In the portable classrooms in the back.
I don't think I sat next to you guys.
You did not.
I sat all the way to
Was
the
Laura
right.
too cool?
She was the cool one.
No. Definitely
She was
not.
a drill team.
Drill team.
Yeah.
But no.
She was in drill team. All the guys wanted her.
No.
She was the popular
Negative.
girl.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, sip your tea, girl. So how did the conversation start? Because I feel like we didn't have the same group of friends.
No.
No. We became like friends just because we're like classmates, I think. There's even a picture, like we took a picture of our pre-cal class together.
Oh, it was
Like
homecoming
a-
week.
Like a group, or like the whole entire classroom took a group picture, and coincidentally we three stood right next to each other in that picture. Yeah.
Was it the homecoming week photo?
I have no idea.
Okay, so y'all just
We were just
Again,
friends.
gravitated towards
We were just friends, classmates. But I think Laura also was not in our prom group, but she went to our after prom like activities. We went to the lake house,
Yes.
so she joined us for that, and so I guess we got a lot closer there.
We were closer before. So junior year, I felt like we weren't really close. And then senior year, I don't know what turned, but I felt like I hung out with you guys a lot more. Because I would go to like the parties at Andy's house or Alex's house and be all of us.
I have no idea.
well, somewhere in between there, because that was apparently way too long ago for either of them to remember.
I mean, it had to be close enough for us to want to become roommates.
Yeah.
Yes. So, spoiler alert, we became roommates in college. That means we all went to the same college. And then this one joined.
Enter me. But okay, so we all ended up going to University of Texas at Austin, the University of Texas at Austin. But they all met. Well, they didn't meet. Y'all are all in Jester, right? Your freshman year, and I didn't come to UT until my sophomore year. Y'all's junior year. So there was like some gap when they were all getting close and doing all the fun like UT things before I entered. And there's this, I guess, what do you call it? Like cultural group? Social clubs that they do. And it was called Filipino Students Association. So before I had gone to UT, there was one at UTSA. But I knew I was going to join the UT one anyways. And so that's how I was going to start making friends at UT. And I guess, did I meet you first, Annie?
Yes.
She's the only Filipino in the group.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
We were all in
This
the
Filipino Students Association.
FSA.
Just to have fun.
Which is also the whole entire org is predominantly also like not
Filipino. Anyways, regardless of that, I ended up going to, I think it was
A sports tryout.
Yeah, a sports tryout for the intramural team within the organization, and that's where I met Annie because you were the.
I was the co-sports chair with her husband. And yeah, so we were hosting a like tryouts for like that year's IM teams to kind of see which members wanted to be a part of it, and that's how I met her. At the same time, Aimi, you're
I
off
learned about you.
Yeah.
At that same meeting because my big in the organization came up to me and she was like, I know who needs to be your little. And I go, what? She's like, this girl. She plays football and she dances and she's Filipino. And I was like, okay, like, where is she? Like, oh, let me meet her or whatever. And then I don't know if we met right then and there or if I was just like scoping you out. You know?
I think you met either out of practice or something.
Like dance practice?
No, it wasn't even dance practice. I think you met because I met you on the field, like at Clark.
So yeah, so she might have like brought me to you.
Yeah, so it's probably
And,
like a
like,
practice or something.
Yeah. So, no, it was, but, and the interview fields, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went to a tryout?
We were all there. That's when she came up to me and was like,
Oh,
she
maybe
needs to
that's
be
what
your
it was.
little. So I guess after that conversation with me, she probably was like, all right, like come meet her. And then
Yeah.
we met and we're like, oh yes.
Yeah, and then I
this makes
guess,
sense.
yeah, and then through that connection, I met Laura because she was also in FSA and she was also friends with these two at the time. And so we just kind of
meshed together.
Yeah. And we all did FSA, us 3, 4. You did modern. No, you didn't do modern.
I did spirit. I did modern one year.
We did dancing, sports, college things.
Us 3 were in the dance portion of the group, and then them 2 were part of the sports.
Hey, you did football one year.
Girl,
She did basketball one year.
I did do basketball.
She did. We did do basketball.
Unfortunately, I
Insert photo here.
No.
Of her chasing the ball.
It was literally when I was in Viet, like last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever week that we were together. And I was going through his camera roll because we were looking at something, and I swipe. It was a recent photo. I swipe, and it was the picture of me chasing the ball in FSA. I was like, why do you have this saved in your camera roll, like recently? And he goes, you know, on Instagram how there's like tap in, blah blah blah. So there was like, show yourself when you were 21, tap in. So he was looking through his Facebook to try to find a picture of when he was 21 so he could post on Instagram. And while he was doing that, he came across those basketball pictures and he was like, these are too good, like not to have my camera roll. So he saved them recently. I was like, I hate you.
Okay, but those are great photos. Insert photo here.
No, don't answer.
They'll be in the show notes.
She said, don't it.
No.
But I mean, that's basically it. Like we can probably ramble on and on about our different college experiences. Let us know if you want that to be another episode. But you know, shout out to the friendships that I guess formally the 4 of us have been friends now for over
At least 10 years.
Yeah, at least 10 years.
Yeah.
And so that could be a
Which is
whole other
insane.
episode about like, you know, how do you maintain friendships for long term, blah blah blah.
Different cities.
Different cities, different states, different
Life events.
all that
Yeah.
stuff. We can totally go on that tangent. Let us know if you want that to be an episode. Who knows?
Yeah, we're long distance besties, which is why we launched the pilot like 3 months ago, and this is the first episode 3 months later that we're filming because we don't get to see each other often, and when we do, we normally like are busy doing activities and whatnot. So
Yeah.
Every time we're together, we're doing activities.
I don't see a problem.
What's your point?
I'm just letting the listeners know, the viewers know.
Let's just set the scene really quick here for activities. Okay, today. What activities, Laura? Half of them you were sleeping through.
Dang. I will say this weekend it has been the most like
know you
chill.
are.
Oh my gosh, no wonder.
No wonder you're so dang tired. But still, no, I'm kidding. We do like to nap, though. I'm not even gonna deny that.
Yeah.
Some of us don't nap because I get FOMO. I don't want to miss anything.
I'm
That
good
is
with
true.
like a 20-minute nap, but you set your timer for 25 minutes so you have 5 minutes to fall asleep. Like that's good for me.
My favorite
But I
memory
like
of you napping is that one
gosh.
weekend when we did glamping and you would not move. You were pass out on like the patio seating, and for whatever reason we were just stacking the
Was
stuff.
I sober?
I
was sober,
remember.
right?
I don't remember, but I remember we were stacking. We put little beans on you too. Like it wouldn't move. We spelled Jonas with the beans.
And then I think someone put like a chair on top of you. Insert picture here.
Okay. What is this, a roasting session? Jeez. Whatever.
If you don't roast the people you love, you don't really love.
Don't forget her iconic sleeping position.
Who, hers?
I'm in love with this.
Okay.
Insert picture.
I just see myself out. Take the whole thing with me. Man, whatever.
But yeah, that is our friendship history. So with that, we kind of like became a 4-woman group, and we self-named us, thanks to somebody over there, the Grandmamis. So how did that kind of come into like reality? Like how did that become our name?
I think we just, as we got older, we started embracing our grandma side. Yeah, we just became grandmas, like slowly but surely. But every now and then, we still like to dress up and go out. It's becoming more and more rare nowadays, but we still like going out and putting on makeup and whatnot.
So that's the mommy
part.
side.
So we like to still be mommies every now and then. So I don't know how I came up. Honestly, I can't explain what goes on in my brain sometimes. I just I can't
Insert
explain.
photo of the last coloring that she did.
Literally, where is it? Let me just show. Yeah. So I was just thinking like we're grandmas, but like still like to be mommies. So I was like the grandmommies. Oh, because we had an inappropriate
that's
group chat
right.
name for the four of us because we have a group chat, and so we had an inappropriate name that we were like, we may need to change this name because if we're ever at work, whenever
like a notification comes up.
Yeah.
Either that or I thought about it whenever I'm driving people around, you can see who texted you on your screen. So if that ever comes up, then it would be awkward and inappropriate, right?
Yeah.
So we're like, we need a new name. Let's change our name. Let's brainstorm. And then that's when I thought of Grandmommies.
Yeah.
And then it just stuck.
Yeah.
And now I feel like we should patent it before or copyright, whatever the term is.
Trademark it.
Trademark.
Yeah.
Before anyone tries to steal it.
Yeah, and I love how not only like we adopted it, like not just the four of us, but our partners,
friends.
our friends, everyone who knows us is like, oh, the grandmommies are coming. Even my sister is like, oh my god, the grandmommies are in town. Can I go see them? Their grandbaby wants to see them.
Come through, girl. Yeah, it's funny because we FaceTime often, all four of us, and the guys, our significant others. This is how the podcast came about too. We would just have conversations, and then the guys would be like eavesdropping and be like, man, y'all are so weird, or like, really, like
Is this what y'all talk
they would just be
about?
invested, or like they would be invested in the story too, be like, really, like no way, or things like that. And we're like, dang, satellite ears, like why you want to be part of our conversation? So then we're like, should we just create a podcast and just like record our conversations? And we're like, we'll have 4 subscribers, our significant others.
But it also gave us an excuse because we do FaceTime more often to like at least like make the time to talk to each other, catch up on life. So I feel like it's what do you call it? Killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Where it's like, one, we're having fun being creative with each other and setting up a podcast and doing something new and exciting together. But at the same time, we get to actually like have like good quality time. So I love it. This is great. Look at us. Look at us with our little podcast setup.
We look legit.
All right. Well, I hope you guys loved learning about us and where the origination of Grandmommies came from. We are now entering our closing segment, so I kind of want to talk about a little bit about our release schedule. As mentioned, we are a little behind.
Sorry.
Wow, the harmony.
Look at us.
You know.
And so this is going to be, of course, episode 1. Due to our delayed schedule, we are planning on dropping another one soon. And then another one soon after that. And then another one soon after that.
We're just trying to stay consistent now.
And
What's going to be our cadence, Annie?
Our normal cadence is going to be a monthly release. But due to that, we're behind and we're going to our first international trip together in April. We are kind of releasing it ahead of time so that way we are back up to date with our monthly release schedule once we come back from that. So stay tuned, but you will get a couple episodes rollouts in the next couple of weeks. Yeah.
And we're going to try to keep these short and sweet too. We don't, we're trying to aim to
2030.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's our first podcast, y'all. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But we would love feedback. Like if there's anything that you like, don't
We would
like.
like positive feedback. So if you have negative comments, keep it to yourself.
No, but really, let us know if you
what
want us.
you- yeah.
What do you want us to talk about? We can talk about anything. Really.
If there's any topics, anything that you're interested in learning more about us, we are happy to run our mouths.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Also, don't forget to subscribe. We have various handles and areas you can follow us on.
It's at Grandmamis Podcast. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok with that handle, and then you will find our podcast episodes on Spotify and Apple Music so far.
Thank you.
But where's the video going to be posted?
The video, I mean, I think you can set it up on Spotify, or you know, snippets. We'll do it on TikTok and Instagram, so we'll figure it out. We're learning.
Or do we need to put it on YouTube?
YouTube.
We can do that. Yeah, that's an
So
option.
you may also find us on YouTube.
May,
YouTube.com/Grandmamis Podcast. We will claim that after this.
if it's not already taken. Can you imagine?
Oh
If
my
you're
God.
watching
This name's already taken.
thanks for finding us.
Thanks for finding us. Please repost and share with your friends and family.
Yeah, if you just discovered who we are, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Welcome.
Hope we didn't scare you.
I'm glad we entered your algorithms.
If you haven't seen the pilot episode,
Yes.
or listened
Or
to the pilot
teaser.
episode,
Pilot episode, yeah.
teaser/pilot,
Yeah.
Or even our viral TikTok video.
Grandmommy Podcast at Grandmommy Podcast.
Don't forget to subscribe, follow, rate us, give us a like, give us a comment, and be sure to check out our next episode.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bye.
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 Good job.